Welcome back. So, you asked us to take a look at a YouTube review covering the Nomina token, NOM, our mission today. Get past the hype, pull out the core details from that source, the
Yep.
claims, the numbers, how the community looks.
Yeah, and that source definitely starts strong. The marketing is, well, pretty aggressive. They're calling the token like power tools for one China markets, which is specific. And they actually promise it will 10x your strategy across all the exchange.
Wow, okay, 10x your strategy.
Mhm.
Let's break down how they say you get access first. The video mentions the Nomina website or their app. Says it looks just like a trading platform.
Right, pretty standard interface described there.
Hmm.
And you get started by connecting a wallet. The usual suspects like MetaMask or Coinbase are mentioned.
Okay, and trading happens right there on the site. Plus, there's apparently a way to join a whitelist right now. Just fill out a form, it seems.
hmm And then there's this bit about legitimacy, trying to build it fast. The source claims it's backed by, and these are some pretty big names if true. They listed Jump and Spart. We figure that means Jump Trading and Spartan Group, plus Coinbase and Pant, likely Pantera.
That would be huge institutional interest, yeah, if it's accurate. But let's hold on a second, because the social side seems different. The
Yeah.
source talks up this active community, right? X, Telegram, Discord, mentions a huge member count.
Yeah, they make it sound quite lively.
But then the on-chain data cited in the same video shows only 700 holders.
700. I mean, if you've got Jump and Coinbase backing you for global domination, why only 700 holders?
It absolutely raises a question mark.
Oh, a big one.
Okay, so maybe the core metrics clear things up. Let's see. The source gives a price, 0.04 cents, and says it's listed on a whole bunch of exchanges.
Yeah, quite a list. Bybit, Binance, Bitgate, KuCoin, IO, XT, and BitSmart. That usually suggests something pretty established.
Usually, yes. But here's where it gets really messy. The supply numbers. This is honestly kind of baffling. Tell me about it. This is maybe the most critical flag in the source material we looked at.
Right. So first, total supply is reported as 7.5 billion, B for billion. Then, almost immediately after, max supply is stated as 7.5 million, M for million.
Billion versus million. That's not a typo. That's 1,000 times different.
Exactly. It fundamentally changes everything about the token's potential value, its market cap, everything. For you listening, figuring out if it's billion or million has got to be step one. Can't trust anything else until that's clear. Oh, and circulating supply is listed separately near 2.9 million.
Okay, so massive confusion on supply. But the reviewer did see activity.
Yeah, they mentioned seeing transactions on Etherscan recently, like last 2, 6, 7 minutes, called it good to see. So there's something happening on-chain.
But then the sentiment data they shared is just as weird as the supply.
Oh, the sentiment percentages. This is, well, it's something.
Yeah.
The source claims bullish sentiment is at 81%,
Okay.
and bearish sentiment is at 90%.
81% bullish and 90% bearish. That doesn't add up
Yeah.
at all. It's
I-
mathematically impossible, right? It tells you more about the data source they use, or maybe just extreme polarization than the actual market feeling. Classic crypto situation sometimes.
Yeah.
Huge promises, shaky data underneath.
So wrapping this up, we have these big claims, power tools, 10x strategies, big backers, versus very confusing, contradictory metrics. And the original YouTube review, they landed on a 7 out of 10 rating.
A 7 out of 10.
But, crucially, they included that disclaimer, you always hear it, but it's key here. Do your own research.
And not financial advice. Absolutely essential here. So connecting it back for you, the learner. You've got the
Yes.
hype, the claimed backers, but in this fundamental, glaring error billion versus million supply, that conflict, that thousand-fold difference is probably the single most important thing you need to investigate first. If the basic supply number is wrong, what else can you really rely on?